Hey guys, my name is Laura. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before I get into this video, I want to say thank you to those special 20 subscribers that I have on my channel. I know it's not a lot, but if you think about it and if you think of 20 people being in the same room with me and watching as I'm speaking, it's actually a lot, at least for me. So yeah, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I want to have like a little disclaimer that whatever I'm saying in this video is not to offend anybody in any way. Neither I'm saying that one culture is better than the other culture. This is simply my experience and my opinion, and it can be different from someone else. Remember, Russia is huge, so I live in one part of Russia while a person living in Moscow can have a completely different opinion and different experience. So yeah, let's get into this video. So number one that was shocking for me is the fact that there's no homeless pets in the streets in this country. In May, it's gonna be almost 4 years that I live here, and there was not a single time where I've seen a homeless pet, like a dog or a cat, without an owner. And unfortunately, it's not the case for Russia, and we have homeless pets literally everywhere. Number two is the way Americans dress. And again, it's not to offend anybody, it's just that Russians are more formal. They take the way they look and the way they dress more seriously. For example, here you can really wear what you want. Like if you feel like putting a PJ set and going outside, like no one really gives a shit about it here. I remember when I used to work in a candy store and it was winter and it was freezing cold. It was below zero, it was freezing cold, and it was a lot of snow too. So of course all the schools were canceled, so all the kids would come to the candy store and they would literally wear PJ sets, and on their feet they didn't have socks on, they would just have slippers, and that's it. I remember it's been shocking for me because my mom would literally kick my ass if I went outside like this. So yeah. Number three is customer service. It's good, like people are so nice to you in a customer service for the most part, right? If you are eating out at the restaurant and if you didn't like your food, like you can get a refund, you don't have to pay for it. All that is nice. But sometimes it can go the other way, and I'm saying this as a person having worked at customer service. I used to work at Victoria's Secret, and when I'm saying that people would return anything they want, like I'm not lying to you. People would return used underwear. Can you imagine that? Like, sorry for being detailed, but someone would like order underwear and like try them on. I guess they wouldn't wear anything under the new underwear that they're trying on, and I would return them. And I mean, yes, we had to take it back. It's good that you can return things, but sometimes I feel like people not sometimes, a lot of times people just take advantage of that, and a lot of things go to waste, and that sucks. So yeah, in Russia you don't really see it much. Of course you can return items, it's way more strict. Like obviously if you bought an item and if you damaged it yourself, like come on. Also the variety and amount of products we have here to choose from in like grocery stores is just incredible for me. Like so many different kinds of milk, so many different kinds of flour, so many different kinds of candy, everything, which is like so cool for me because it's not the case in Russia, and you have less to choose from than you have here. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad or good about anything in this video. I'm just simply sharing the things that are surprising to me. Also, people here can go to court or sue someone for minor disagreements, which is crazy to me, honestly. For someone from Russia, if I'm ordering a cup of coffee and it's hot, like I know it's hot, I know it can burn my skin, so I'm gonna be careful with it because it's like common sense. But here, like you have to have a sign saying that it is hot coffee, because if you don't and someone burns themselves, then they can sue you for it. Even though like it makes sense because you are literally ordering hot coffee. Another thing, which you might think it's funny, but dryers, like washers and dryers, like that was shocking for me. Dryers are not as common in Russia, so that for me as a person coming from another country, I literally never used dryer in my life before, so that was shocking for me. It literally changed my life forever and made it so much easier. In Russia, dryers are not as common, and we usually use those like things, like hangy things, and we just hang our clothes to dry. Sometimes when I was a kid, we would like hang our clothes to dry outside, and because it's cold and when it would be time to like take them off, they would literally be frozen and you could literally like break it. Yeah, no comments. Prices in stores and literally everywhere don't have taxes included, so taxes are on top of the prices. So when you go to like a grocery store, you don't know the final price until you check out, and that can be a little confusing and it just takes time to get used to it. In Russia, everything is included, so you see the final price on a product right away. Also, the way that people are obsessed with football in this country is incredible to me. They wear like their team clothes and the color of their team on like everyday basis. Like people in Russia, of course, they like sports too, like they like football. There would be soccer, not football, but it's not to that point like it is here. It's cool, and I feel like it gives people some sense of unity, I guess. But for me, I don't know if that's because I'm a girl and I don't really care much about football, so I don't really understand that type of obsession. But yeah, here's another thing that's different from Russia is the fact that people drive cars here and own cars as early as 16 years old. It's not what you see in Russia at all. Like in Russia, if you have a car when you're 16 or even 18, you probably have way more money than middle-class person. It would be a luxury in Russia for kids have cars in such an early age, but in the United States it's pretty normal. And this right here is my favorite. I don't know how to say it correctly, but I guess I would call it property management companies. Here you have this buildings, like apartment buildings, right? They're owned by someone and they kind of look the same, and you have this cool website where you can see pictures and go to the office and rent the place for you, sign a contract so no one can kick you out in like 3 months when it's not planned. In Russia, it's not really a thing. We don't have like property management companies like this that like own literally huge buildings and they just like build it so it's all the same with the purpose of renting it out. It's more usually you like go to like kind of like a Craigslist and you just find like people who just happen to rent it out. So really one day your landlord can come to you and say like, oh hey, I am actually selling this place, so we have a month to get out of here. Like it's possible and it definitely happened before. Alright guys, if you like this video, please comment down below if you would want to see part 2, because I have more things that I can share with you guys. Please make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!